Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Listen to Steve Harvey. Listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. The one and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Well, okay, here we go. You know, what's important, what can be a huge part of your success is if you find a balance. If you find a balance in your life. That's been very important for me. And I've really never phrased it this way until now, but I was kind of thinking about it after my wife and I mean, we set up one night recently, man. You know, I often come on here, and this is kind of an inspirational moment of the show, and I try to remind people about that most important relationship between you and God. And that's the apex of it. That's the top of the crown. You got to form the relationship with God. If you don't, everything else struggles. It's hard to be a good husband without God. It's hard to be a good family man without God. It's hard to be successful without God, man. It's hard to get through this thing called life without God. So that's clear. But at the same time, you can't talk about God 24/7. You got to go to work. Come on, man. Let's just be real. I ain't your pastor and I ain't at your church. But let's just be real about it. You know, people tell you got to keep your mind stayed on him and all like that. That's a true statement. Got to keep your mind stayed in that area. I'm not here to tell you how to live, but you got to keep your mind stayed in that area of God, of doing the right thing, caring about people. That's what I took it as. Now, I could be wrong. I apologize if I'm not saying it the way you've been taught. I can only do me. Now, but after that, you got to go to work. You got to have some fun. You got to take care of your business. And that's the balance you have to find. So once you focus on shoring up your relationship with God, you gotta balance this now. Now you got to allocate some time. I don't care who you are, for your family. If you're gonna have a family, you got to allocate some time for them. See, we can't just marry these women or make these kids and then neglect them. And fellas, especially if I'm talking to men out here, and ladies, you can listen too, but listen, if you find yourself struggling in your life, man, and you can't seem to get it together, let's just go over a couple of things. The first two things, if you find yourself struggling, you can't seem to pull it together and reach your goals and get to where you want to go, let's just do a check. How is your relationship with God? And then next, how much time are you taking to allocate for your family? Now, your family don't always live in your house. But if you made them, they're yours. And the responsibility to them is never lessened because you don't stay there no more. Because you and the girl broke up. You and the woman don't speak. Hey, man, that don't ever release you from the obligation. Feel me when I'm telling you this now. Because I'm not telling you something I'm wondering about. I've had to live through them years. So 2 things you can start looking at. If you're not where you want to be and you ain't really solid, you can't figure out why you keep spinning your wheels. Have you just done a random inventory, man? Have you just checked on your relationship with God? Have you checked on the time you spending dedicated towards your family, your children that you created? If them 2 things is out of sync, man, that I can tell you right now, you can go on and get to explaining yourself away just like that. Hey, man, how come you ain't where you want to be? Well, because, man, I really ain't. But if you really ain't, then you really ain't. The third thing is you got to allocate the necessary time for your business. You got to handle your business. All of this, man, is the way it works. And the order is God first, family second. Then you got to handle all your business. But as men, this is what we do. If I don't handle my business, I can't take care of my family. True statement, but if your business is in front of your family, you out of order. Nah, that's all we talking about now, ain't it? See, that's all we really saying here now, fellas. I mean, come on, man. Let's have a real conversation about being better. If you done created these children, you got to handle your business. You may not like the girl no more. You and the woman might have broken up. Y'all might go your own way. But what that got to do with the child, though, man? You got to handle your business. They got to know who daddy is. That's your obligation, man, and God ain't letting you off the hook for that. Try it. Go ahead and try it and think you're going to get off the hook with that because you're not, man. You just not. I'm sorry, man. Dog, Steve, why you coming like that? Because I did it like that. I did it, man. I was over here trying to reshape my life, get myself up on my feet. When I was homeless, man, and trying to come back, man, I thought I had to take care of me first and then so I can neglect it, caring about them kids. Man, that ain't how it worked, man. God kept his knee on my neck for a long time for that one right there till I finally learned the lesson. Hold up, man. Put these phone calls in. Go spend some time. Do something. And it started turning around for me. I can't be there all the time because I am out here on the grind and the hustle. But at the same time, man, some more phone calls, some more letters, some more ha-ha-he-he's, something. Then take care of your business, man. You got to work hard to be successful. Sometimes I don't put that in there. I just live it and I expect my sons to emulate that. But I got to talk to them all the time. How hard you got to work to be something. It's an all-out assault on it, man. If you got a target in mind, you got a goal, you got to wake up every day trying to get there. And you can't get tired of it because it never ends. You're going to always be this way. That's how life is designed and set up. You got to be a hard worker, man. If you're always looking for some time to chill and, man, I want to go do what I want to do, you ain't going to make it. In order to be successful, you have to do a series of things that you're uncomfortable doing. And work is the thing that most of us are uncomfortable doing. It's so much easier to chill. Man, I wish I could kick back with a cigar, man, all the time. But I can't, man. I can't because I got to work. Then the last piece of the balance piece is you got to take some time out to enjoy yourself. But if you ain't where you want to be, you ain't got a lot of time to enjoy yourself. Quit thinking, man, that this balance is even. It's a whole lot of God, a whole lot of family, a whole lot of business, and a little bit of chilling. The chilling can't be equal to the family, the business, or your God. If the chilling is equal to any of them, you ain't gonna make it. Quit chilling, man, and go to work like a man. Do what you're supposed to do. Work on your family, work on your relationship, work on your God, work on your business. And then when you chill, you might not chill as long, but you sure gonna chill bigger. You gonna ball bigger, baby.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have it. Your undivided attention, please. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, alive and well. We are in vivid color. We are here, full accompaniment, all players present. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin with roll call. Shirley Strawberry.
Happy Monday, Steve.
Carla Farrell.
Present here. Good morning.
Kier Jr. Spates.
Morning, everybody.
J. Anthony, watch out there now, Brown.
What up, Steve Harvey, my boy?
Thomas King of the Prank Miles.
I am here, Uncle Steve. I'm in the building, baby.
Government name Broderick Stephen Harvey / Wonder Love.
Bingo.
Present.
Come on, Wonder Love.
Counted for no.
Come on,
Hey,
Wonder Love.
Tom, no. He got to stay back. Yeah, that's
Can't bring
that
Wonder Love
part
out.
of the past. He can't come here no more.
Can't bring him out.
No,
He
no,
can't
he don't.
do none of this.
No.
None of this. He can't be a part of none of this.
No. He cannot make appearances.
What?
No.
Man.
I think you can, man.
No, old Tommy, no.
I want
Why?
you to so bad.
He
but I
is
want you
not
to so bad.
brand friendly.
Wonder
Well, then he
Love?
show can't appear.
No.
Bye.
Yeah.
No.
So the
Because
Samsung
he
commercial
had nothing to lose. Now, he had nothing to lose. And
Can I
he knew
can I
it.
ask a question? Can I
Yeah.
ask
Now,
a-
who you want to answer the question?
I want you. I don't. I don't know.
Careful.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
tell you what. Let me give you a subdued version. Let me give you a filtered version. Wonder Love asking the question. Go ahead.
J. Anthony Brown, Kier Jr. Spates, Thomas, nephew Tommy Miles, comedy show. You hosting. Can we do it?
Yeah, the only one belong on that stage with me is J. Anthony Brown.
Not that you.
Wait a
slamming
minute.
them
That's
Me
why I
and
told
Junior ain't
y'all.
worth a damn
See,
thing.
that's why I told
That's
y'all.
a
Don't let
Wonder
Wonder Love answer none of these questions. Because, see, that's the non-filtered answer, and I filtered it. That's why I'm telling y'all. He's not brand friendly. Now, the idea is a
can I
wonderful
say this,
idea. Go ahead.
Me and Junior gonna hold our own.
You know about that.
Make no mistake about
Obviously,
it.
Wonder Love don't
We
care.
gonna hold our own. All I want you to do is host the show. That's all I want you to do.
That's highly possible, but I thought I had presented that idea to you.
You did. And then you took
Oh,
it away.
no.
But I
wait a
got
minute,
scared,
hold
though.
on,
And
wait a
can I
minute.
tell you?
No, I don't think you got scared. I don't think. You've never been scared of anything.
No,
I
I'm
think
not
we can do
scared.
this. I think you can host.
Here's what
think you can
concerns
host
me
us.
about it. If I do it on the date that I propose to you all, could I be putting something at risk that's of greater value than the return on the investment for that show? That's the only
I got what
question
you're
I
saying.
have.
Yeah.
Can I say this, Uncle Steve?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Every
put
man
me
that
in.
I have brought up to
Stab
you,
your ass.
Junior and
Wonder Love
Israel
is mumbling.
and
Did you hear
Anthony.
Wonder
Yeah, I heard that.
He
Carl.
mumbling.
He's mumbling.
All right, hold that thought or whatever. We'll be back. We'll talk about what everybody did over the weekend at 32 minutes after the hour, right after
Over the
this.
weekend.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, on this Monday, I'm assuming everybody had a great weekend. It is
Great
time
weekend.
for our weekend
I had
review.
a wonderful
Man, I had a
weekend.
great weekend.
right.
I
Let's
was
start
in
with-
Dothan, Alabama, baby.
All right, tell
Boy,
us about
really?
it.
How was it?
Tell us about it.
I was stupid. I was ignorant.
We know.
I
we
was
know.
crazy.
Okay, we
I
know
was-
that.
You know what? I wish we had emails coming in so you could just hear how stupid the nephew was. I
think we
made
don't know
y'all
that?
so proud. Oh my God. I was stupid times 30.
Oh,
Do the multiplication and then carry the one.
they don't carry the one anymore, Tom.
We
you know
That's
that.
how you know
that's
he's
50
stupid.
something carried the one. Carry-
Right, Steve.
Because we done said that 1,000 times. And he's still talking about carrying that damn one.
Carry it, baby. I want to say this to everybody in Dothan, Alabama. This is Nephew Tommy. I appreciate y'all coming out, hanging out with the boy. Did I do it? Was I as stupid as I said I was going to be? Yes, I was. I did that. and I'm gonna be stupid in Montgomery this coming week. You know what, you know what I like about me? My stupid don't stop. I just keep it coming. I'm so good at being stupid. I have found something. But I have found something that I'm good at, Uncle.
No. It found you.
Great.
Yes, but I am the greatest stupid person alive.
Yes. I've said that many times. Normally I don't agree with you, but I have said that many times.
Normally you don't agree.
And I'm gonna be so stupid in Montgomery. I'm gonna be stupid. I got, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, and this ain't nothing you really want to hear, but I'm just gonna say it. This ain't nothing I should say on the air, why? Because I know we on the radio right now.
Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
Why would you make the following? Go ahead,
Steve. You already know the
No.
answer.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you say it. Go ahead. It's your damn career. Go ahead. Say it.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Hey, if I was you, I would get me a Netflix special. Hey, I'm cold, man. I promise you, I am as good. I'm really.
It's the best.
Well, he got a lot of good comments on social media, Steve.
Hold on.
A lot of good comments.
You as good as what?
I'm good, I'm good.
He said, I'm good.
I am phenomenal.
See, why are you laughing? You like when people have
laughing.
you like it when people have confidence and they believe in themselves. What is going on with
Did
you?
he just
What
say
is
he
so
was,
damn funny, dog?
Did you
What
just
is
say
funny?
you was phenomenal?
That's what he said.
You was good with funny. You
say
said phenomenal.
He is phenomenal. He is phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
I'm
That's a good
phenomenal, dog.
That's a good word. I like that word. Phenomenal.
Oh, okay, Team Tommy. I was wondering when you were
the
going
man
to
said he
speak up.
phenomenal. Damn it, he a phenomenal.
I'm phenomenal.
Yeah.
Why?
Spell it.
No, okay.
It just sounded
we
funny
call-
coming from you.
Can we
That's all.
can we call Netflix and cut a deal? Would you do that? Would you do that on my behalf?
Phenomenal people just walk in there on their own.
Don't listen to Junior. Don't listen to Junior.
Hey, Junior.
Nobody.
Junior.
You know what?
Hey,
Nobody
Junior.
had a problem with the word
Junior,
till
you gonna
you
shut
use
your
it.
little ass up.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
You
do
know
that.
what? You know what, Tommy?
No,
Nobody
Junior
had a
gonna-
problem with the
Junior,
word till
Junior,
you
you're not
use
gonna
it.
mess
All of a
up my
sudden.
shot.
Jay.
Now I'm talking.
Hey, Jay.
Hold on,
What
Jay.
did you just say?
I just said nobody had a problem with the word till Tommy used it. Now he used it. Everybody, phenomenal. Yeah, that's what he chose. Man said he phenomenal. Damn it, he phenomenal.
Am I phenomenal, Jay?
Hell yeah.
You dog. All right.
Man said, the word been
Jay.
floating around. Can I
Jay.
just say this? The word was out there. Nobody chose it.
Matter of fact, Jay,
Yeah.
is Netflix. Nephew Tommy, phenomenal.
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 Jay.
I don't know how to
He
spell
the
it, but
same
phenomenal.
one that told us we wasn't even worthy to be on stage with him. Now your ass taking it for him.
He's Team Tommy Jr.
I'm
you
Team
know that.
Tommy Jr.
No.
President
I am.
and
Hey,
CEO.
Junior, you gonna stop this, Junior?
No.
Junior, you gonna stop this?
Say it
Funniest
again, Tommy.
thing
Say
was
it
when
again.
this fool said nobody had a problem with the word phenomenal.
That was it. That
Tommy
was great.
used it.
It was just floating out there.
It was just a word floating out there. But when his stupid ass used it, now we got what? Phenomenal.
Nephew
We've never
Tommy.
said phenomenal this many times since the show been on the air. But
Tommy, man,
Tommy
say it
used
again
it
for me,
one
Tommy.
time, and say it again, Tommy.
Everybody got a
Nephew
problem
Tommy.
with it. Team
Nephew
baby.
Tommy. Netflix. Phenomenal. That's the name of the show. Name of the show.
Wait. This how I know how wrong this is. Tommy, spell phenomenal.
Oh.
F-E.
Right there. Come on, boy. Come on, don't let me down.
Come on, Tommy.
Yeah.
F-E.
Come on, stay with that L.
N-O-M-I-N-A-L. Phenomenal.
You better buy a ticket
Phenomenal.
right now,
and Tommy,
people.
And Tommy, that's what you are.
Man,
I am phenomenal with a capital F.
Spell it again, Tommy.
F-E-N-O-M-I-N-A-L. And guess what, Jay?
As they say on the gram, Tommy, we losing followers, man. We losing followers, baby.
Jay, I've been a lot of spelling bees. Did I spell it right? F, ain't no bell went off.
We are losing followers, Tommy. They don't spell no more. Stop spelling.
O-M-I-N-A.
All right.
Phenomenal.
Hang on. Coming up next, it's Monday. Church complaints on tap with Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news. And in trending entertainment news, the Fed seized 100 recording devices from R. Kelly's storage unit. Also entertainment news, Elizabeth Warren.
Ain't no telling what's on there.
Yeah, Saturday Night Live with Kate McKinnon.
That was fun.
Their TikTok video has gone viral. We'll talk about these stories at the top of the hour. But first, it is Monday. Time for church complaints with Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam.
Now, I don't know if you a member or how this go, but I starts off with my moaning.
Yeah.
This is church complaints. This begins with my moaning.
You got the first
Def Jam,
complaint,
not
Pastor.
your moaning.
I didn't say it was my morning. I didn't interrupt.
Oh, it ain't your place.
Well, why are you so bitter when we do the complaints? Why?
He got a complaint.
Yeah.
The first
Thank you, Sister
complaint.
Carla.
That's what I said. Uh-huh.
The complaint
what is your complaint? What is you upset about?
I'm complaining because my deacon, who has self-proclaimed himself to be phenomenal, is now overtaking the bits. It's church complaints. Come on with the complaints from the church deacon.
Well, I have the complaints, but I don't like how you addressing me. I thought let me get something straight between me and you. Are we friends or not friends?
We are pastor and deacon.
You know what? You changed, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm not gonna go into it, but you have changed. You're not who you used to be. Well, let me go ahead and get to
I
the
guess
first
none
one.
of us is, since you have become phenomenal.
I was phenomenal the last break. That don't have nothing to do with this break. We are doing church complaints now, and I am telling you what the congregation is upset about. But as far as me being phenomenal, that was the last break that...
Yes.
That's all right. Never mind.
Go ahead.
Let me just...
Go ahead. Praise him.
Here we go.
Here it is. All right. I need you to say something to Brother Benny Lewis. Every time someone coughs during service, he runs over there and slaps them in the face, and then he sprays them with Lysol. And then it is bad, Pastor, because people now are choking on their coughs, and they won't cough because they scared. Because they scared that he gonna come over and slap them.
Well,
you need to do something with him because it's bad.
I asked Brother Benny to do that.
You asked
He
him to
is
come
in
over and slap
charge
people.
of our coronavirus committee.
Yeah.
And what we doing at our church is our part to control the coronavirus. Brother Benny, having been a former inmate, has slapped several people before without retaliation. And I bought 5 cans of Lysol. So we spray your area, your hand, and directly in your mouth.
But Pastor, he is
And I'm
slapping
proud
these people.
to say, unlike the president, we have 0 cases at our church of the coronavirus.
Now, we don't have anybody here with the coronavirus. But
No, because we
I don't
cut
know
out
if-
all communal activity. Ain't no communion getting served on no cups. And we don't do none of that. We don't turn and shake your neighbor's hand. We don't do none of that. And we do double spacing on all pews.
But he is slapping these people in the face and then spraying lights out on their body. That is not right, Pastor. And I have to go against you on this. That's
I understand
not right.
that. Can I ask you a question? Do we have any reported cases of coronavirus here at the Jackpot Joint of Jerusalem? Yes or no?
We have a 0 cases of
then the slapping
virus.
and spraying will continue.
But that
and if you keep talking, Brother Benny gonna pay your ass a visit.
You gonna have Benny
Brother
slap
Benny?
me?
Keep on.
What?
I told you.
Let me move right along there.
All right then.
Benny better not slap me.
Take all that coughing outside. Coughing,
here we go,
sneezing,
Pastor.
all that. Don't even come in here with your mask on.
I understand. Pastor, do you have a
We're
mask?
not taking visitors from no other countries. None of that.
All right, let me move along. Kanye West is our special guest next Sunday. The members are complaining about it costing them for them to attend the service. As you know, the tickets are $200 a head. They are asking, can the church pay for them to attend? All the members of the church, they want to go to the service that Kanye is coming, but it's $200 and they don't have it. They are asking, can the church pay for them to come? And we have at least 300 members that want to come, Pastor.
Kanye had requested ticket prices to be $100, to be $200. We've obviously have not put the phone call in. We have canceled Kanye West due to the coronavirus.
I didn't know that.
Because he flies in. So we have canceled Kanye West due to the coronavirus here.
So
we have one test kit that we had got a hold of, and we're using that in case I feel ill.
We saving that one kit for you.
In case I feel ill. Other than that, you just ain't coming up in here. Cough if you want to, Brother Benny, here he come.
All right. Here's another situation. Flavor Flav is asking to sing in our choir since he has been released from Public Enemy. He wants the choir members to wear a clock during service. The choir members are saying the clock is too heavy, they're not going to be able to sing the song. But it's your call, Pastor, on if the choir members are going to sing with the clock.
Once again, Flavor has been canceled also. Now, if we're not going to have Kanye, why in the hell would we have Flavor Flav? What damn sense, just publicity-wise, did that make? I can't explain that to nobody at the convention that I canceled Kanye and kept Flavor Flav.
But he
Kim Kardashian is worth $200 herself.
All right, guys, we got to wrap this up. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment and national news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, prosecutors have delayed the Chicago trial of R. Kelly. Recently, federal agents raided a storage unit owned by Robert Kelly. They seized more than 100 devices, which could contain a mountain of incriminating evidence. Accusers claim that R. Kelly would record his sexual exploits with their consent. Prosecutors said on Thursday they believe these hard drives, iPads, and cell phones may identify yet another victim. At Thursday's arraignment hearing, R. Kelly pleaded not guilty to 6 new charges of sexual abuse with a minor. The judge agreed to push back R. Kelly's trial from next month to October or November. Wow.
That's just more time.
He kept all them tapes?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you should have heard when I'm
He got tapes on everything?
He probably does.
Well, they say a mountain of incriminating evidence, so it could be. Yeah.
I know on that phone call, they found the storage unit though.
Come on, Jay.
Person that's
Was it a
gotta
lot
sit
of
there and
peeing
watch
on
all
that
that,
shirt?
man. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Jay.
What? What'd you say,
Shirley,
Jay?
was he peeing
I'm
on
ignoring you. What did you say, Jay?
Jay, come
Some of these are VCRs, some are beta, some are floppy disks. It's a lot of stuff that somebody got. Floppy disk.
Hold on.
Some of it's
Jay,
just Polaroid
Jay,
shots.
he got beta, Jay?
Oh yeah, he got beta. He go back.
Yeah, he been at this
Wait.
for a while.
He been at this
He
for a
got
while.
beta, Jay?
Some of
He
these
got
is
beta.
just Polaroid shots,
Yeah.
the kind that
Some
your
of
mom
these
used to
is
take and
Polaroid.
dry off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Some of them
Jay, he got
old.
beta?
He got them old Polaroid shots. You got the shake. He got some
Yeah.
of that in there. Remember that?
He got some of this stuff is just crayon drawings
Yeah,
on
man.
construction paper
Oh my God.
by the victims. You know, they was
Yeah.
asked to.
They done found crayon.
He got it on them cameras where you go up under that cloth and you had that thing go like that. He got it on that.
He got,
Yeah.
he got a photo
I
of that.
believe I can fly.
Yeah.
Damn.
He is where he needs to be locked the hell
I
up.
believe I can
Forever.
Yeah.
Ever. He don't
And
never
let me
ever-
tell you something. He has no one to blame for this
No.
but
himself.
himself.
That's right.
This is one of them things, man, where like, I mean, first of all, let's just be honest. When he was given that trial and he was found to be innocent, when he walked out with that big cigar, that was his chance to go.
You know
But
that?
oh no. See, O.J. Simpson, the same thing. You got away with it, then you goes on film down here
Go-
to get
you
your
just say
Heisman
goes on
Trophy.
film.
You go down here to Vegas, you get 3 other dudes in their 50s. You done found 4 dumbass people that follow you
Yeah,
and went up in
everybody
there,
got
and
mad
now
at
you had to go to jail. Now, because you didn't accept that warning shot, that grace that you was given, that forgiveness, you came
gone.
out and you continued to do it. Now you gone. Now you're gone. And it's nothing nobody can do for you. Nobody. And man, this whole thing, this surviving R. Kelly, and I didn't know the
Docu-series.
depth of it till I saw that docu-series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, about the victims.
But he is singing one song, though, Steve. Standing here looking in the mirror, saying damn to myself.
All right. Listen, we got to get out of here and get caught up with today's headlines, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Okay, thank you. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Got it out. Okay. According to the World Health Organization, there are now more than 100,000 confirmed cases of coronavirus internationally. Officials say that COVID-19 has now infected people in 47 countries and territories, claiming more than 3,300 lives. The Trump administration still downplaying the risk of contracting the increasingly deadly virus, and this is even after it was discovered that a person infected with it attended last week's rally before the Conservative Political Action Committee conference, where both the president and vice president were speaking. But Trump says the rallies won't stop.
We'll have tremendous rallies, and we're doing very well, and we've done a fantastic job with respect to that subject on the virus.
Well, according to the CDC, last Friday, 6 U.S. states, Alabama, Maine, Ohio, Oklahoma, West Virginia, and Wyoming, did not have a single lab with the verified ability to run COVID-19 diagnostic tests. Not one lab in those states. At churches yesterday, parishioners were discouraged from hugging or shaking hands, sharing Bibles, hymnals. In the case of Roman Catholics, not using communal holy water. Also, the faithful being asked not to kiss any statues or relics. The next round of primary voting is set for tomorrow in 6 states, including Idaho, Missouri, North Dakota, Michigan, Washington State, and Mississippi. Former Vice President Joe Biden got some good news over the weekend. It came in the form of an endorsement by Senator and former primary rival Kamala Harris.
I believe in Joe. I really believe in him, and I've known him for a long time. One of the things that we need right now is we need a leader who really does care about the people and who can therefore unify the people. And I believe Joe can do that.
And Harris says she'll do everything in her power to help Biden win the White House. Democratic Socialist Bernie Sanders has been putting in some last-minute campaigning this weekend in Michigan. He's continued to tone down and modify his style.
I'm not here just running, vote for me and I'm going to solve all your problems. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is that we have to beat Trump. That goes without saying. But we have to transform this country.
Jesse Jackson has endorsed Bernie Sanders. If you remember, Jesse Jackson Jr. back in the day endorsed Barack Obama before Jesse Jackson Sr. did. Thanks to daylight savings time, most Americans are in for an extra hour of sunlight. The clock's not changed in Hawaii, most of Arizona, Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Guam, and the Northern Mariana Islands, though. The rest of the country move the clock back, and we'll move the clock back an hour on November 1st. But, of course, we lost an hour over the weekend. Finally, women around the world celebrated International Women's Day yesterday, commemorated annually for well than over a century now, and now recognized by the United Nations. I am invincible. I love the song. This year's theme is an equal world is an enabled world. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, J. Anthony Brown is here. He's been with us all morning, and you know he's got something good. He's here with an updated list of events.
What I'm about to do is phenomenal. This is phenomenal.
What you doing, Jay?
I have a listing of some closings that are very important, so please pay attention to this if you're planning on participating in something. The Houston has canceled the Smack That Booty competition. They canceled that. That's been canceled.
Why?
Smack That Booty competition?
Yeah.
Why is this all canceled?
Well, because of the coronavirus. They've canceled that, yeah. The Little People's Arm Wrestling competition has been canceled, okay? Cancel that. Mrs. Hawkins.
Wait.
Yeah.
The Little People's
Arm Wrestling competition has been canceled, yeah. The Thick and Fine Girls Mud Wrestling competition has been canceled, okay? We're not having it.
Why? Because of what?
Because of the coronavirus. This is very serious. Here's another one. This is very serious. The Take Your Kids to Work Day, we canceling that. Yeah. However, you can bring a picture of your child and show it to people.
But don't bring the kid.
You can't bring the kids. You can't bring them.
Just show up with a picture of your child.
Don't bring them kids in there.
Jay, I have 2 cancellations whenever you want them.
Yeah. All right, here's another one. This is very serious. The Touch It, Squeeze It, Rub It Down massage booth in Rochester, New York has been closed indefinitely.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Closed.
That's closed?
Touch It, Squeeze It, Rub It Down massage booth in Rochester, New York. Canceled it. It's gone.
That's the best place. That's the best place to get that, though.
Oh, here's another one. This is because of the coronavirus. Move that big ass to your sweat gym. We closed it down. Yeah. We move that big ass to your sweat gym has been closed. We're not having it anymore.
Hey, Jay.
Yes.
Steve said he has a couple when you want them.
All right, let me do this right here real quick. This is very simple. So, Steve, the Puff Puff Pass It smoking event hosted by yours truly has been canceled.
Yeah.
We are going to just puff, no passing, okay?
Yeah.
So you out?
And quickly, let me get these few in before we go.
Yeah.
The Redneck Watermelon Seed Spitting Contest has been canceled due to Corona. We're not having that this year. All kissing booths at all fairs have been canceled. And last but not least, the Long Pee Contest that's held every year. That's out this year, too.
That's out.
Due to Corona.
So if you were going to participate in some of these things, they have been canceled, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for the information, guys. Thank you, Jay. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, some trending sports news. The beef between Draymond Green and Charles Barkley continues. We're going to talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In trending sports news, the beef between Draymond Green and Charles Barkley goes back a very long, long way.
Why do
Charles
they
Barkley
always keep having beef? Why do these two keep having beef?
Well, I'll explain.
One
Charles
likes
Barkley,
beef a lot. one of them really enjoys
Yeah.
And that would be Charles.
Charles Barkley, Tommy, has been making fun of the Warriors all season long. Earlier this season, Charles made fun of Draymond for averaging what he called a triple single. Last week, Barkley kept the joke going during the Lakers game after Draymond got ejected and brought up Green's nonstop trash talk when the Warriors were at their peak, and he was surrounded by all-stars. Well, Draymond has had enough of Sir Charles, and he responded. Take a listen.
No, Barkley should stop before I go take his job, though. So I can do that well, too. He already ain't make enough money playing, so he need that job. He should stop talking to me. I like the, tendency to end people. So he should stop before I take his job. If he keep talking, I'll take it soon. Sooner than he thinks. So yeah, he probably should be quiet. He also can't talk basketball with me either. Not smart enough, not qualified. No rings, can't sit at this table.
Wow.
Oh.
Hey, man. Somebody better tell Draymond.
No
what he not
rings,
gonna
you
do.
can't sit at this table.
You got no ring, you can't talk.
I bet you he won't go in there and tell Charles Barkley that.
Man, Barkley
To
can't
his
catch
face.
that boy.
I mean, to his face. Uh-huh.
Hey, but can I say something to you, though, Junior?
What?
Draymond got a ring, dog.
Yeah, he got
And
a
Barkley
ring.
don't.
And that's what he's
Barkley
saying.
does not
That's
have a
exactly
ring.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
Draymond got 2 rings, dog.
He got 2 rings, right?
Barkley can't say nothing.
He tried.
But Charles
Steve?
Barkley is a sports commentator.
Exactly.
That's what he is
I get that.
now. And a
I
former
get that.
NBA great. And he doesn't have a ring, but his game was well respected. Now, he don't have a
I
ring.
respect it to the utmost.
Yeah.
Oh, I respect it.
But he can talk because he's a commentator, and Draymond Green has a right to talk because he's the recipient of it. Once you talk trash, you got to be open. You open the trash can. So I'm cool with both of them because both of them was Draymond's hella player.
Draymond got 2 rings. He got 2 rings.
Okay, but yeah.
The only ring Charles Barkley got is onion rings. That's all.
You know what? You know what?
That's all. He ain't got nothing. No, Uncle Steve, Draymond got 2 rings, baby. You can't denounce that.
Charles Barkley got is deep fried in batter onion rings. Okay, now if you gonna say something, what he's coming back with, you ain't got no ring. And Barkley
Come on, Team Tommy.
I got
Come
onion
on, Team
rings.
Tommy. Come on, Team Tommy.
But because
Did you
I
hear what
know
my boy
Barkley
said?
personally, he could say whatever he want to say. But once you say it, the trash talking game is open.
It is, you open it.
It ain't no Draymond need to go somewhere and sit down because he's a commentator. No, Draymond got every right to fire back.
He can fire back.
Yeah,
he can fire back.
Tommy,
and he did.
Draymond
Draymond Green got 2 rings.
Tommy,
and
no,
he can say what he want to say.
Tommy, Draymond got 3 rings. It's not 2, it's 3.
What the hell? That thickens everything. He got 3 of them, Uncle Steve. Charles ain't got none.
But
so what is he talking?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna say anything else.
No,
it's
just say
easier to get an order of onion rings than it is.
Will you shut up?
Yeah.
Onion rings.
Man, I'm telling you this stuff.
Uncle Steve, Draymond got 3.
Yes.
Charles ain't got none.
But
Who has
Charles
the right to
is
talk?
also
But
in
Tommy,
the Hall of Fame.
Draymond had to work real hard to get them 3 rings. To get an order of onion rings, all you got
just
to
gotta
do
wait.
is pull
You just
up.
gotta wait. You just gotta wait.
Yeah. Well, Charles Barkley is in the Hall of Fame, so they just.
No.
Junior's point.
Charles
So-
Barkley is one of
he's a bad player,
one of the
man.
top.
Yeah.
He in the top 20, 30 brothers that. Ooh, I almost said something.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah. Yeah. What you say, Team Tommy?
Tommy says, time out, Tommy.
All right, listen. Coming up next, the nephew with today's prank phone call. That's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, I got a good one for you today. Sanctified and saved swingers.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
What?
You heard me. You
What?
heard me.
Say it again.
You heard me. You don't want to
Say it
miss
again.
it. Sanctified and saved swingers. All right. Right now, we're not going to deal with that right now. The nephew is here for today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
You gave me wrong directions to my sister's grave. You gave me wrong directions to my sister's grave. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello. Thank you for calling Cemetery. How may I help you?
My name is Frederick Stemmer. Tamara Mc...
Let me see if she's in the office. One moment, please.
Thank you. It don't make sense for us all to go out there like we did and then to run into these type of problems that don't have. Hello?
Hello?
Listen, my name is Frederick Stemmons.
Okay.
Now, my sister's Stemmons is buried out there.
Okay.
And we come out there last week on Monday to come out there and pray over the space where she is. Now, you is the one that told us that it was a few spaces away from the mausoleum. Now, we got out there and prayed over my sister Francis's burial and found out that we was in the wrong space. And they say you was the one that told it to us.
Sir, I don't even know what you're talking about.
You is the one that told us that my sister Francis...
I don't give out spaces. I'm in the administrative office.
I don't know where you work. All I know is you was the one that told us this.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You was the one that my grandbaby said that she talked to the woman named Tamara. And you had us out there standing over some white man's body, and it wasn't
Sir,
right.
I'm not a counselor, so I can't tell you where a space is. So... your granddaughter lied to you.
Ain't nobody lied to me. You had us out there in the wrong space.
I couldn't have had you in the wrong space because I don't even know the cemetery.
You know what? I'm going to send my grandbaby up there to talk to you.
Okay. I'll be here till 5.
You're very mischievous. You know that?
I'll be here till 5 o'clock. You have a good day.
No, don't you hang up this phone on me.
You have a good day.
No, I'm not going to have a good day. You had me praying over my sister Francis's body, and it was the wrong one. And we're sitting there praying over this white man's body. It wasn't right. Hello?
I'm listening to you.
You don't have an apology or nothing?
Because I know I didn't tell your granddaughter where a space was.
Then what did you tell her?
I don't even know who your granddaughter is.
What you mean? The Simmons family. We was out there.
I don't know who the Simmons family is,
It's not Simmons, it's Simmons. Simmons.
I don't know a Simmons family. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not a counselor. I don't even deal with families.
Here's what I need you to do. Can you go out there and pray over my sister's body?
I don't know where your sister is buried.
It's supposed to have been 6 spaces away from the mausoleum.
Are there any spaces? Yes. Where is it at? Section 2. Section 2?
We was in Section 2, but it was some white man. It wasn't my sister Francis.
Okay, I don't even know who your sister Francis is. I do not even know where Section 2 is. Whoever came into the cemetery and said that they spoke to me, they probably did speak to me, and I probably got the information from a counselor, but I never showed them exactly where the spot was. So if they were out there praying over your sister and they were in the wrong spot, that's not my problem.
They're praying over some white man.
That's not my problem, sir.
If you gave the wrong
spot.
If you gave the wrong information, it is your spot. Let me explain to you.
I don't give the wrong information.
Tamara,
I told them, yes, she's in Section 2. But I did not physically go out there and point to the spot to tell them to pray over that spot.
Let me explain what I'm trying to stop from happening. If my people come up there, it's going to be some more bodies getting buried. And I don't want nobody to get hurt.
Okay, I mean, your family can come up here. It's not going to be no more bodies being buried. What they can do is come up here and write, and we can conversate about this. But it's not going to be an uproar up here.
I want you to go out there and you pray over Francis's body.
I'm not going out to pray over nobody's body. It's not my family member. I didn't tell them the wrong information.
Do you love the Lord? Do you love the Lord?
I dearly do.
Then you ought to have some sympathy. I want you to bow your head right now.
No, I'm going to end this conversation because I have other work to do. Now, if they
In the
want to
name
come
of
in and
France.
talk to me, I will be here until 5 o'clock.
Can I say one more thing before you go?
You can say one more thing, and I'm ending the call.
Okay.
This nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked, baby.
You are crazy, okay?
Your sister Tamika set you up, baby. And you just got it, baby, from nephew Tommy. Boy, you was standing your ground. You like, no. Just because you wasn't prayed over the wrong body, that don't mean nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All right, check it out. You got to tell me one thing. What's the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey.
That was cute.
Boy, Tommy.
Anybody?
Anybody what? You play too much.
I'm just trying to say, how did I do? How did I do? Did you when you heard my part? When you heard my part, how did I do?
You were stupid. Now you were.
Did I represent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Was
goodness,
I
boy, you
as stupid as they come?
Hey, man.
Yes.
You're the best at this, man.
I'm just asking, how
absolutely.
good-
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Hold on.
It was
I'm
phenomenal.
not getting the cosign that I want.
It was
Uncle
phenomenal.
Steve. Uncle Steve, was I good? Uncle Steve. Uncle
That's
Steve,
what
was I
you
good?
want. That's what you want.
Best I've ever seen. My face. Thank you, man.
That's all I wanted, bro. That's all I wanted.
That's all you.
Montgomery,
wanted.
Alabama, here I come. That's all I want. I just want.
Oh, you're going to Alabama? You're going back? You went to Dothan?
I'm going
Shout out
back.
to Dothan,
I did
right?
Dothan, killed it. Going to Montgomery, finna kill it again. That's all. I just wanted to hear
Nice.
him say that I'm the greatest that he's ever seen. That's all. I just want to be the stupidest person of America. That's all. That's all I want to do.
You got it, baby. You got that title.
Tell them where you at in Montgomery, dog.
I'm at Montgomery. I'm at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center, and I'm the stupidest person. I'm the stupidest person in the universe.
Did you just rev yourself up, man?
Yeah. I am the stupidest person walking. There is no one greater than me.
Got it.
When it comes to stupidity. That's it. Yeah.
Got it.
All right. That's it.
He's phenomenal. Man, phenomenal.
Shirley,
All right,
do
thank
you
you,
not
nephew.
feel my stupidity? Do you not feel it?
Oh, we feel it. Thank you, nephew. Up next, it's the Strawberry Letter subject, sanctified and saved swingers. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. For you, Jay. That is for you.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, sanctified and saved swingers. Oh, you're not going to believe this one, guys, but here we go. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a black man in my mid-30s, and I'm married to the woman of my dreams. We moved back to my home state a few years back, and we joined a great new church. We are friends with several of the young married couples there, but we're having a problem with one couple in particular. We used to hang out with them, and we got really close, and we would double date with this couple and have game night at their house or ours. Not too long ago, we decided to have our first swingers experience with them. My wife has always wanted to try it, but I was always a little skeptical. We were at the couple's house and they decided it was time to try it, but my wife and I were caught off guard. My wife was all into it and had a great time with the guy, but I didn't hold up my end of the deal. I could not do it or her. I could not do it or her. The other female got really upset, so when things simmered down, we left. A few days later, I reached out to the guy to plan another game night. He told me that he and his wife are still angry because I didn't satisfy his wife. He said that our friendship is one-sided. I thought that we all had bonded and it would be something great and private between us. We saw them at church Sunday and they barely spoke to us. My wife thinks that the other couples that we hang out with are all into swinging because the women acted funny with her. I would not put it past them, but how can all these church people be doing this? Is swinging that mainstream now? I should have followed my first mind and not even tried it. How can we fix this and save face at our church with these saved swingers? Or should we leave this church altogether? Any advice you can offer would be great. What? Any advice we could offer? Saved swingers? How is that even in the same sentence? Saved swingers? How is that put together? That doesn't go together. Come on now. You guys joined a great new church. It's a swinging culture at your church. I mean, I suppose anything is possible, but quite frankly, this is the first time I've ever heard of this. We'll see if Steve's ever heard of it when he gives his answer. But, I got to say this as an aside. This is how you know that these letters are not made up. That's the question we get a lot. Do you make these letters up? How could we? How could we make something like this up? This is real stuff. We don't make these letters up, okay? I'll just tell you that as Christians in the church, this is not what's supposed to be going on in church. I don't know who your pastor is, what church this is. You say it's a great new church. You say you married the woman of your dreams. Well, the woman of your dreams was swinging with someone else's husband. That's the woman of your dreams, and you allowed it? I don't understand what's going on in your marriage, in this church, with all this swinging. I don't get it. But listen, if you want to continue with your marriage, you're going to have to do something about this. I mean, seriously, because your wife was into it and you weren't. That's a problem. You didn't say that the other woman was unattractive. You didn't say that. You just said you couldn't do it or her. Yeah, you said you just couldn't do it or her. The other female got very upset. You wanted to plan. Okay, you wanted to plan another game night, but they're still mad at you. So, my advice to you guys is maybe you should join another church where they don't swing and it's about, Christianity and following Christ and things like that. I don't know, this letter right here. Did people really do this, Steve?
Yeah, come on, I got it.
Okay, go.
This letter, Sanctified and Saved Swingers, is a letter filled with bad judgment. This is a letter filled with bad judgment and poor understanding. Let's start with bad judgment and poor understanding. I'm married to the woman of my dreams who likes to sleep with other men and get off doing it. Okay, that's for starters. We moved back to my home state and we joined a great new church. The great new church is filled with couples who swing. The whole letter is a misunderstanding, misrepresentation. The facts is blurred. You tripping, dog. And then on top of all this, you a black dude on your 30 that writes into a radio station. Are you kidding me? You're married to the woman of your dream who wants to swing. And you joined a great new church, and the church is full of swingers. And you got a problem with both of these. You friends with a young couple, you having problems with one couple. Y'all used to hang out because you got close, you double dated, and you had game night at their house, not ours. Then you decided to have your first swingers experience with them. Whoa, hold up, partner. Y'all was doing game night. Ain't that Clue, Monopoly, Boggle?
Hold on.
Man, let's screw each other.
Hold on, okay. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Sanctified and saved swingers, that is the subject of my strawberry letter for today. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's strawberry letter subject: sanctified and saved swingers.
Let's deal with this letter filled of misconceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married to the woman of my dreams, who he finds out after they get married at game night really is a swinger. He goes back home to his home state, and we joined a great new church. The great new church is full of swingers. Let's go back to the top of the letter. Sanctified and saved swingers. Now, just because you saved does not mean you are sin-free. So I ain't passing judgment here, but saved people are nothing but sinners saved by grace. Please stop using the word sanctified.
Thank you. That means holy.
That means holy and clean.
Mm-hmm.
All y'all dirty in this one. Y'all know. Now, if you're a saved person, then you must admit, and once again, Uncle Steve ain't passing judgment, but you must know that this is a sin. To covet another man's wife, to have an affair, to commit adultery, all this is wrong. I ain't judging you, but dog, man, come on. Now, we decided that they got really close to this couple. They used to hang out. We got really close and double dating. The couple had game night at their house or ours. Not too long ago, we decided to have our first swingers experience with them. Hold up. It was game night. It was Clue. It was Boggle. Y'all was playing spades, bid whiz, Monopoly, Sorry.
I don't want to be the cause.
Y'all was playing Clue. Who was dealing them cards and said, you know what? Hey, man, hey, hold up. Let's screw each other.
Wow.
Let's turn this card table.
Like that?
Let's put something else on this table. Now, your wife has always wanted to try it, but you were a little skeptical. So y'all was at the couple's house, and they decided it was time to try it. It's like watching that Slingers commercial on TV.
Uh-huh.
When that couple says, do you sling? And that dude went in there and started buttoning his shirt.
Clothes off.
Yeah, because he didn't know what. He said, y'all swing. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, your wife was all into it and had a great time with the guy, but I didn't hold up my end of the deal. I just could not do it or her. The other female got really upset. Now, let's stop right here. Let's talk about what happened, dog. You obviously wasn't happy with the, cause obviously she ain't fine as your wife. So now you over here, you done got the bad end of the stick. The other dude happy, your wife cool, his wife cool, you upset. You know why you upset? You wouldn't have married her no damn way. You have said to yourself at several game nights, the hell he married her for? Next thing you know, you sleeping with it. And I got news for you. You can't perform in front of other people. And the reason you can't perform in front of other people, dog, is you just really ain't that good at it. You ain't, dog. You just ain't that good at it. Everybody ain't good at sex like that. Anytime, anywhere. See, you met the girl of your dreams. That's all you wanted. You ain't good at this other stuff. You ain't no player. And even when you perform it, that's why your girl wanted to try this swinger stuff, anything. Because she had to try something. Because you ain't frying the bacon at the house yourself. Anytime you see a woman wanting to step outside the relationship, it's usually because something you ain't doing at the house. So you ain't at the house frying the bacon like you want. I know you didn't want to hear this part from your little 30-year-old black dude, but you might as well hear it. You just ain't that good at it. And so now you want to go back over there. Now, my wife has always wanted to try it. My wife was into it. I couldn't do it. The other female got upset. So when things simmered down, we left. A few days later, I reached out to the guy to plan another game night Then the guy told you he and his wife still mad because I didn't satisfy his wife. He said our friendship is one-sided. See, I satisfied your wife satisfied me, but you can't do nothing to Brunhilde. Now, Brunhilde's sitting over there with her mouth stuck out. Because obviously you can't handle it. Brunhilde, big girl. Look, now I can't say big girl. Let's just say more than you can handle. So now here you go. So I reached out to the guy you want to play in there. He said the friendship one-sided. And I thought we all had bonded. See, once again, here go you thinking again. You thought you had the woman of your dreams. You thought you was at a great church. You thought everybody was saved and sanctified. And then you thought we all had bonded and it would be something great and private between us. We saw them at church Sunday. They barely spoke to us. I should have followed my first mind and not even tried it. Now everybody know you ain't nothing. How can we fix this and save face at our church? And with these saved swingers, you're going to have to start bringing it, partner.
Oh, that's your advice?
That's all you got. And you ain't got it, so y'all need to leave the whole damn church. Because you don't even fit in this church because they slanging up in there.
Thank you, Steve. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey
You're
FM on
inadequate
Instagram
swanger.
and Facebook.
You don't have a good slanger.
Check out the Strawberry Letter
you
podcast.
Shouldn't be a swanger.
On demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, stop panic buying stuff due to the coronavirus. We'll tell you about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we're all a little worried about what could happen with the coronavirus, but experts do have one piece of advice, Steve. They say stop panic buying. People are hoarding things like sanitizer, hand sanitizers, toilet paper, not to mention badly needed surgical masks. And though no one knows exactly what could happen, supply chain experts all insist that as long as you have enough to get you through 14 days, you'll be fine. Psychologists say that people panic buy because it gives them a sense of calm when things are uneasy. But that calm is short-lived as you continue to see and hear stories on TV, the radio, of course, and the internet. Better to employ strategies to help you keep you grounded. And that means get outside and exercise, keep to your basic routines, get information from reputable sources like the CDC, Center for Disease Control. So here's a question. Has anybody panic bought anything, or are you hoarding anything, any hand sanitizers or anything?
I did panic move this weekend in the Sky Lounge when I was flying. One man cleared a whole area. He sneezed and everybody got up.
But let me tell you something, man. Here's what.
About panic buying.
This is what I want. Can I give you all something that, and let me.
Of course.
Let me give, do I have a couple of minutes here?
Uh-huh.
Let me give a disclaimer to this, because this was a friend of mine, a family friend of mine that works for the CDC. And he sent this notice out to his friends and family, and so he sent me a copy. So I just want to say, this, do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you, this came from a guy that I know that works for the Center for Disease Control. He said the new NCP coronavirus may not show signs of infection for many days. How can one know if he or she is infected? By the time they have the fever and or cough and goes to the hospital, the lungs is usually 50% fibrosis, and it's too late. Taiwan experts provide a simple self-check that we can do every morning. Take a deep breath, hold your breath for more than 10 seconds. If you complete it successfully without coughing, without discomfort, stuffiness or tightness, etc., it proves there is no fibrosis in the lungs, basically indicating no infection. In critical times, please self-check every single morning with this simple test in a clean environment with clean air. This is serious, excellent advice by Japanese doctors treating COVID-19 cases.
COVID-19. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's I didn't even know that.
And I'm gonna read this other part to you. It's just a simple test for you all to start doing.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, part 2 of Steve's test coming up at the top of the hour right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, you have a coronavirus test that we could take to stop some of this panic buying and panic period concerning the coronavirus.
Now, one of the things, this is just a guide. Listen to me. Mm-hmm. So the disclaimer is do whatever your doctor tells you. Follow any instructions you want to. I'm just telling you what a friend who works there sent me. And he was talking about, he said, this is a test, a simple self-check test that we can do every morning. Take a deep breath, hold your breath for more than 10 seconds. If you complete it successfully without coughing, without discomfort, stuffiness, or tightness, etc., it proves that there is no fibrosis in the lungs, basically indicating no infection. In critical times, please self-check every morning in an environment with clean air. Serious, excellent advice by Japanese doctors treating COVID-19 cases. What do they call that?
COVID-19.
All right, now, everybody should ensure that your mouth and throat is moist, never dry. Listen to me. Everybody should ensure that your throat and mouth is moist, never dry. Take a few sips of water every 15 minutes at least. Why? Because even if the virus gets into your mouth, drinking water or other liquids will wash them down through your esophagus into the stomach. Once there in the tummy, your stomach acid will kill all the virus. If you don't drink enough water more regularly, the virus can enter your windpipes and into the lungs. That's very dangerous. Please send and share with family, friends, and everyone. These are just simple things. This does not eradicate medical advice. So I'm just giving you this. This does not stop you from following common sense rules of washing your hands and stuff like this. But stop going long periods without drinking water. Yeah. Stop. And if you can't hold your breath for 10 seconds without discomfort, you need to go get medical attention. He said those are just some simple things that everybody can check every morning. And I just wanted to pass that along.
That's good advice.
Well, thank you, Dr. Steve. I love it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Trying to help.
Do you do it? Have you tried it?
Oh, yeah. I immediately tried to hold my breath. I hold my breath about 45 seconds.
You went over the 10.
Hell yeah, I'm just checking. I better not cough.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you know how you get something in your throat and you cough a little bit, you like clear your throat? Mm-hmm. I did that, man. I got so quiet looking around the room. Eyes got wide. Uh-oh.
You gonna make yourself be healthy.
And that's weird. You hear coughs, too, when somebody else coughs. You're like, whoa.
Dog, snatch round and look.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Man,
you can't cough or sneeze anymore.
Wow. Can't do it.
Well, thanks for that info, Steve. We appreciate it, of course. Let's see, just for 10 seconds, though.
Yeah, just for 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. And did you hear in Italy, have you guys heard about like the sporting events? Because, we were talking about events that are canceled. These teams are playing games with no crowd.
Oh, Italy is pretty bad, especially in the Milan area. And, even the NBA was talking about possibly doing games with no fans. LeBron said, I ain't playing no game without no fans.
Yeah, I saw him say that.
Right, I heard that.
LeBron say some games without no fans if somebody starts to get sick in one of them games.
Pick up basketball. It's professional basketball.
No, this is professional basketball. You can postpone it. You can move it, but ain't nobody finna go out there. These cats play for money. And I don't even understand what the NBA talking about, because, hell, who wants to do that? You got it. TV revenue is their biggest revenue, but that gate money still something, too. You got all them season ticket holders. You can't tell them people they can't come in here and watch this game. You know the problem you're going to have, the PR disaster that is.
Well, they need to sell hazmat suits at the hot dog stand. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, Jay.
And that's all you need to say.
I have two hot dogs and an extra large hazmat suit.
Extra large hazmat suit.
Why are you so crazy? Coming up, guys, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, well, Saturday Night Live's Kate McKinnon has been praised for her spot-on impression of Senator Elizabeth Warren. She's been doing it for the past few months on SNL, but Saturday night she got the opportunity to give her impression to the ultimate test, playing the senator opposite the real Elizabeth Warren. It was pretty funny. It was a cute skit. Yeah. And they also did a TikTok video that is trending right now. Now, who will Elizabeth Warren endorse? That's the bigger question. To that, Elizabeth Warren replied on Saturday Night Live, "It's tough. Maybe I'll just pull a New York Times and endorse them both." She was referencing how the Times endorsed both her and Senator Amy Klobuchar. So she said, I'll endorse both Sanders and Biden. How about that? The New York Times.
Wow.
See how that makes you feel. Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't endorsed
anyone. It was a cute
anyone.
little TikTok video, though.
I saw that.
Cool.
Yeah.
TikTok ain't gonna change the vote.
Oh no.
Way too
it's
young.
not.
Elizabeth Warren, this is her most important moment. Now she's gonna milk this down like she's really, really relevant. You're out of the race. The Democratic Party has to unify. She can play a major role in unifying this party. She's probably just gonna wait until whoever gets the nod in June or July, whenever the convention is, and then she's going to back that person. That's the only way it's going to work. It doesn't work any other way.
Well, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up, and some trending news at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In trending sports news, the beef between Draymond Green and Charles Barkley goes back a very long, long way.
Why do
Charles
they always keep having beef? Why do these two keep having beef?
Well, this might, I'll explain.
One
Charles
likes
Barkley,
beef a lot. One of them really enjoys
yeah.
And that would be Charles.
Charles Barkley, Tommy, has been making fun of the Warriors all season long. Earlier this season, Charles made fun of Draymond for averaging what he called a triple single. Last week, Barkley kept the joke going during the Lakers game after Draymond got ejected, and brought up Green's nonstop trash talk when the Warriors were at their peak, and he was surrounded by all-stars. Well, Draymond has had enough of Sir Charles, and he responded. Take a listen.
No, Barkley should stop before I go take his job, though. So I can do that well, too. He already ain't make enough money playing, so he need that job. He should stop talking to me. I like to, tendency to end people. So he should stop before I take his job. If he keep talking, I'll take it soon. Sooner than he thinks. So yeah, he probably should be quiet. He also can't talk basketball with me either. Not smart enough, not qualified. No rings, can't sit at this table.
Wow.
Oh.
Hey man, somebody better tell Draymond.
No
he's
rings,
not gonna
you
do
can't
it.
sit at this table.
Yeah, no ring, you can't talk.
I bet you he won't go in there and tell Charles Barkley that.
Man, Barkley
To
can't
his
catch
face.
that boy.
To his face. Uh-huh.
Hey, but can I say something to you though, Junior?
What?
Draymond got a ring, dog.
Yeah, he got
And
a
Barkley
ring.
don't.
And that's what he's
Barkley
saying.
does not
That's
have a
exactly
ring.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
Draymond got 2 rings, dog.
He got 2 rings, right?
Barkley can't say nothing.
He tried.
But Charles
Steve.
Barkley is a sports commentator.
Exactly.
That's what he is
I get that.
now. And a
I get
former
that.
NBA great. And he doesn't have a ring, but his game was well respected. Now, he don't have a
I
ring.
respect it to the utmost.
Yeah.
Oh, I respect him.
But
respect
he can talk because he's a commentator, and Draymond Green has a right to talk because he's the recipient of it. Once you talk trash, you got to be open. You open the trash can. So I'm cool with both of them because both of them was Draymond's hella player.
Draymond got 2 rings. He got 2 rings.
Okay, but yeah.
The only ring Charles Barkley got is onion rings. That's all.
You know what? You know what?
Coming up, our last break of the day.
It is the last break of the day.
That helps the sucky way you said last break of the day. I just want to say that. Steve, show him how he showed us how to do it.
It's the last break of the day.
Thank you. That's how you're supposed to do it, Jay. You invented this. All right, coming up, some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, the last break of the day.
It is the last break of the day.
Yes, Jay.
There it is.
Sound a little shaky at the end, but yeah, that was it. Thank you.
I felt that.
Yeah. There you go.
It's been a good day, though.
It's been a really
good Monday. Yeah. Good Monday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to talk to our listeners again because I can't say enough about this voting. You know, I'm watching these Democrats, and I'm watching us just go through what we consider the process. And really, it's just a waste of energy. I knew a long time ago half these people who I had never heard of. And, you know, it's not that I'm that political of a person, but if I've never, ever heard of you, ever, you can't be president. And, you know, this nice run for all these people, Buttigieg and all these people in Young and Warren and Klobuchar and whatever, Amy, whatever. I've never heard of you. I've never heard of you, and you're going to be president. The process is just this freedom of America. We got it right now. What happens, though, when the sitting president is president and they have another term that they can take on? The residing party just gets behind that candidate. There is no other one. Very rarely do they run against themselves. So Donald Trump is their guy. Now, I would venture to say that the majority of Americans are unhappy with him as the president. I would just venture to say that. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm just talking. That's all I'm doing. This is just my opinion. You're free to disagree. There are a lot of people who are very, very happy with the job he's done. But what I'm watching the Democrats do right now is a couple of things. First of all, they, along with the Republican Party, they do understand the importance and significance of the African American vote because that's all they're talking about. And like I said the other day, we as African Americans have to take our vote as seriously as everyone else does. We've got to realize our importance at these polls and take on the role and be the power block that we are. Now, what I don't like is how they court the black vote. Because now you see politicians sitting up in black churches. Ain't been to a black church ever before. But they'll go sit in the black church. If you don't think you're about to see Trump sitting up in the black church, get ready. Biden will be at the black church. Get ready. And you'll see Bernie Sanders showing up at black churches. Get ready. They come to court the vote. So we have to, at one point in time, we have to sit down and say, wow, we must be that important. And we are. But as is everybody's vote. Every white vote is important. Every Latino vote is important. Every Asian vote is important. Every Native American vote is important. Every vote is important. But when you don't realize the importance of yourself and other people do, we have a problem. And right now, I see this as a problem. And what the Democrats got to do, because the objective, and they can quit forming this circular firing squad that they've had, shooting at Bloomberg, shooting at Biden, shooting at Bernie, shooting at Elizabeth. Everybody was just firing shots. Listen to me. If you are unhappy with the direction of this country, if you do not get to these polls and make yourself valid and felt and understood the significance of your vote the way everybody else does, you are a sad, sad person, man. How can anybody, let me tell you something. There isn't a person on this earth willing to take care of me better than me. Now, thank God I have a wife that's got my back, but I should be paying attention to me pretty closely. Now, she catches the stuff I don't catch, and vice versa. That's great to have that mate in life, but politicians ain't your wife. Politicians ain't took no vow to you. These people show up, record our vote when it's convenient for them to get a win. We have got to take our voting power seriously, man, and get to this poll. If you don't, politics in this country will be changed forever. This man in this White House has conducted himself in a way that is causing some person to look at this and go, wow, I'm going to run for president and I'm going to do the same thing. If you cannot have a moral barometer, if you cannot obey any court orders, if you can stop people from testifying, if you can take the power of your presidency and claim all of these rights just because you're president, then if you don't think somebody else is watching this and planning on duplicating this, you are sadly mistaken. What we've allowed to go down over the past 4 years is going to get worse and worse and worse. And this country cannot survive that. It's no way. So if we don't get out to the polls and make a change, things is going to change. And we're going to be on the receiving end of a lot of bad policy and a lot of bad justices and a lot of bad decisions. You've got to get to the polls and make yourself counted and felt. Those are my closing remarks.
All right.
All right, big dog.
That's right.
Man,
We did that, Steve.
this thing getting bad, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.